Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining. I know this recording will go out, but my name is Brody. I'm one of the client success specialists here at EARNNEST. We have been partnered with KW Media, Delaware County for almost a year now, coming up on a year. So super exciting. I know agents have been using it, and we've gotten a lot of great feedback from you all. So if you are new to EARNNEST is a fully digital payment tool for earnest money payments. So similar to Venmo or PayPal, but for real estate transactions. So it makes your life a whole lot easier. No more having to drive across town to deliver a check or worry about fraud behind wires. So super excited to introduce this platform to you if you have not already been introduced or already haven't been using it. And for agents that have used it, this will be a great refresher. So I am going to drop my contact information in the chat for you all. You are welcome to contact me if you have any questions. I have my email and my number in there, and then our website and some helpful links for you all. So I'll be going through our listing agent request process from within the EARNNEST app. You do have the option to initiate a request from within our app. It's a phone app. So again, similar to Venmo or PayPal, easy to use on the go, and it is free for you to download and create an account. And then I do have some videos. I'll be doing this walkthrough live for you all, but some helpful videos if you'd like to view those. So our listing agent, how to initiate a request from within the app, and then how a buyer's agent, once they receive the email, how they complete the request. And then I know you all mostly are listing agents initiating the requests. You don't typically deal with the buyers, but if you are curious what that looks like, I did drop a video in there for the buyer payment process as well. We are integrated with KW Command, so we do have that partnership. So you are welcome to use EARNNEST from within your Command marketplace. It's super simple to activate and use directly from your Command marketplace. And then lastly, our FAQ page. We do have it divided out for buyers, for agents. So you can go to our agents tab and find all the helpful available resources. We do offer free e-webinar training sessions, and we have a lot of great guides for you all as well. And I'll touch on those today, but just so you were aware. So I will go ahead and share my screen and take you through the request. Let's see. Okay. All right, so you should be able to see my screen now. I have my app simulator up. So I'll be demoing from the app. So as agents, it's very simple to create an account. Again, the app is free to download, and that link is dropped in the chat. But you can just go to App Store, Google Play, search for EARNNEST, 2 N's, and it's right there free for you to download. So creating an account, all we need is your basic information, first and last name, phone number, and email address, and that's all you need. Our login process, no more having to memorize and create a new password. We use a secure 6-digit code rather than creating that password. So every time you log in, you use your email, grab that code, and you're ready to begin. So I'm already logged in, so this is what you'll see on your home screen once logging in. You'll be under your requests. So I'm under my active request tab here. So you can scroll through and see all my active requests. This is a demo environment, so they all look very similar. And then you can hop over to inactive should you need to cancel that request, and then deposit it as well. So really neat home screen there. The menu tab, you do have a few helpful options. If you're tired of grabbing that 6-digit code each time, you can enable Face ID. So really helpful, great feature that we have rather than having to grab that 6-digit code. So it'll just recognize your Face ID, same as you would log in or sign into your iPhone. And then we do have our training and some available resources for you down below under the Help tab. So our support team does an excellent job. You can call or open a support ticket, and they are available 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. So we have agents that are available to help you should you have any questions, or if your buyers have any issues, you're welcome to direct them here as well. Their line is listed on our website too, so you have a lot of great ways to reach our support team. They are more than happy to help. We do have our buyer education and agent education. You all mostly won't be dealing with the buyers, so you won't have to worry about that. But if you are curious on the payment process, you're welcome to jump in here, as well as the agent tab here. So all the benefits for agents, you can learn more right under that tab. So I will go ahead and jump back into our request. And to start your request, you'll simply select request payment down here at the bottom in green. And it will first pop up and let you know, or make sure you have everything that you need to initiate the request. So making sure the payment details are finalized, you have that payment amount, the property address, the payer's email, as well as the enrolled escrow holder. So KW Media has already been enrolled with EARNNEST again, so you don't have to worry about searching, and I know they're already in the network. So we'll go ahead and select begin. Now this part here specifically, you will be asked here, do you have the email address of the person that is paying? And you'll be selecting yes or no. So I'll be taking you through the listing agent flow, or we'll be selecting no, I don't have their email address, as you all will be sending it to the buyer's agent to complete, since you don't typically have the buyer's information. So we'll go ahead and select no, but we do have both workflows here. So if the buyer's agent is initiating the request, they're welcome to select yes and send it directly to the buyer. However, we'll take this route, and you can invite the person that does have the payer's email, which is often the buyer's agent. So we'll go ahead and begin. It will then ask for the property address. So I'm going to start typing. You can see that it's a smart search filter. So as soon as I start typing, options will populate for me. You can also see some will pop up under suggested with recently used property addresses. So I'll just start typing, and you can see that options will populate for me, and there's mine right there at the top. So I don't even have to finish typing. It populates for me to where all I have to do is confirm the address. So it pulled the city, the state, and the zip code, and the rest of my street address there for me. Make it very, very simple to enter that property address. So we'll confirm. It will then ask for who's holding the escrow. So this is where you'll be searching for your preferred escrow holder. This is where the EARNNEST money is going to. So this will be KW Media, Delaware County Regional Realty. So very simple and easy to search, because again, it uses a smart search filter, but it also uses a geo filter. So based on the state within your property address, it will narrow that search down even further. So we'll only pull escrow holder accounts within that state, and you all are in Delaware and Pennsylvania. So narrows that search down just to those two states based on your property address. It does pop up with suggested. So once you use KW Media for the first time, it'll then pop up as a suggested for you. So all you have to do is select it under your suggested tab. You can see I have two here that I frequently use. Again, this is a demo environment. I wish there was a Brody's Business escrow account in Brody's Business, but there is not. So I have my two here that I could easily select. And I won't be able to search since, again, this is just a demo, so it's not live. But you all will be searching just KW, let me type in there, KW Media, and then options will populate. So you can see as I started typing, there were some options there that populated. Again, this isn't live, but you'll be able to search by KW Media, and it will show your organization name as Delaware County Regional Realty, and then that nickname of your escrow account, which is KW Media. So real simple, but I'll just go ahead and select for this demo, Brody's Business escrow account. And it will then ask for who has the payer's information. So this is who you're sending it to complete the request. So again, you're typically sending it to the buyer's agent, and all you're inputting is that requester's email address. So I'm going to enter an email here. You can allow the app to search your contacts, to easily find the right email address, or as I'm doing here, you can simply enter it. So I'm just going to do a random email here and select to use the email address that I've manually entered. Lastly, who should receive notifications? So this is a way to keep everyone in the loop. You can add a recipient here, but me as the agent, your email will be added automatically, as well as the requester's email, and then the payer will receive a receipt as well. So you can add any recipients here that you'd like to receive a receipt notification. There is not any sensitive information shared in that receipt. We'll go ahead and select Finish Setup. I don't have anyone else that I'd like to add, and we'll review the details to send. So I have my property address listed, the escrow holder, and then who is finishing the request, so my buyer's agent, and then the email notifications right there. So I'm ready to swipe and send the request. Perfect. It lets me know that it's been sent and lets me know next steps. So now what? The person finishing the request will input the payer's email address and send the request. Once payment is made, you will receive an email with a receipt attached. So very simple. We'll select got it. And that is it. So it is now in the buyer's agent's hand to complete the next steps, which I'll show you a quick 1-minute video on what that looks like so that you can inform your buyer's agent. But I'll go ahead and pause here and see if there are any questions about that step there. No?
Nope.
Sounds good. Perfect. Well, feel free to drop anything in the chat too as we go along, but I'll open it up to questions at the end as well. All right. Well, I am going to pull over this video. So again, this is just a 1-minute video and I'll show you what that looks like. And I'll actually first show you what that email looks like, what your buyer's agent will receive. So let me pull that over. Okay, so you should now see my screen. I'm in an email. So it lets me know Brody McGregor is inviting you to use EARNNEST. It's an invitation to the buyer's agent. So they receive this email. Brody McGregor is inviting you to complete the request for earnest money payment for 106 Swamp Fox Trail. And it lets them know how to accept the invitation and complete the request. So all they're doing, so the buyer's agent does not have to know anything about EARNNEST prior. They don't have to have the app downloaded. They can simply click and follow the link to accept. And I'll show you what that process looks like. But if they're new to EARNNEST, we do have a buyer agent quick start guide that they're welcome to view, as well as some supporting articles and our support line handy for them if they have any questions. So I'll go over and play that video for you all. So this is, again, just a minute long. I'll make this bigger for you. And we'll go ahead and play this through.
As the buyer agent, you will receive an email from the listing agent asking you add buyer information to the earnest money transaction. Click the Accept button in the email. The link will take you to the earnest money transaction. Simply click Add Payer Information. Here, you can add the name, email, and phone number of the buyer. You can also set up the payment information. Enter the earnest money amount. Check that all the appropriate parties are listed here to receive email receipts. If anyone else should receive an email, use the Add Additional Recipients form. Then click Save. From here, you're ready to send the complete request. Click the Request button, and then OK. And that's it. Sent your earnest money request.
All right, let me get out of there. Perfect. So very simple for the buyer's agent to complete that request. All they're inputting is the buyer's information, because again, the listing agent typically won't have that, and then the earnest money amount. And they're sending the request to the buyer to send directly to KW Media. So that is the whole process. Any questions? Nope, sounds good. Well, I do want to share just real quick, just our helpful guides. We do have this listing agent request guide. So everything that I showed in just a PDF that you all have available for your office. So I'll just share that real quick. So it does have your logo up at the top, and then it has screenshots and details for each step of that request process. So this is handy for you all, as well as those helpful guides that I linked in the chat. So it goes all the way through that request process, and you begin typing. It shows you exactly what to search when searching for the escrow holder. And then it has our support line available at the bottom as well. So we'll make sure that you all have that available. All right. Well, that is all I have. Any questions? Sounds good.